There is a huge difference between communicating with people in German versus learning in German. Those are two completely different things. Hey beautiful people, hey you guys, what is up? My name is Lazata and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, you're welcome. Make sure to kindly subscribe and like this video, you guys, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section down below, and I will definitely respond. I think I do a pretty good job at responding to comments, honestly, like because I remember the struggle when I was also, asking, when I was also in people's comment section and not getting in response. So I know how that sucks. So I really try to make sure that I respond to your comments. So make sure to leave any comments that you have or questions, and I'll get to them as best as I can. Today, I am just sharing my personal opinion on whether or not to skip or do the FSJ year before moving on to doing an Ausbildung. If you want to do an Ausbildung, bear in mind that an Ausbildung is most likely, depending on the organization, but most likely you're going to be doing an Ausbildung in the German language. So that means your German has to be really good. I'm just going to give it to you guys straight already, and then I'll get into the reason why. I personally would not advise you to skip the FSJ year. I believe so many people want to come to Germany. They want to already come to Ausbildung straight because, it pays a little bit more better than FSJ. Klar, okay. I hear you. You can't wait to start getting that bag. You can't wait to start getting that money. But, this thing called Ausbildung has a probation, and so does FSJ. But I would believe that the Ausbildung probation, okay, I feel like I'm using big words or like words that someone may not understand. Ausbildung, which is the training, has like the probation period. Exactly. Ausbildung has a probation period, which according to me, is probably more serious than the FSJ probationary period. Of course, you have to pass both probationary period, but Ausbildung, this is now the training itself. You're now actually learning. It's different because during an FSJ, you are mostly doing the practical aspect. People are showing you, you're like, for example, like me, you're in a hospital, you're working with patients and stuff like that. You're basically just learning at your own pace, and you're basically going to be doing the same thing for an FSJ period is 1 year. So you're going to be doing those activities for like 1 year. Okay, so, but already that's giving you experience, before you get to Ausbildung. Like the things that you will then begin to learn in the Ausbildung will, trust me when I say this, will make much more sense for you if you have done an FSJ, which makes it probably just common sense. Okay, no, let me not use that word, which probably gives me the room to say, hey, look, if you already know like where you want to do your Ausbildung, maybe you also might want to consider doing an FSJ in that field already, so that it's not difficult. If you want to do an Ausbildung in like a hospital, so maybe you want to do your FSJ also in a hospital. If you want to do an Altenheim in Ausbildung, so maybe you want to do like your FSJ in that Richtung as well. My point is, hey, if you really have the opportunity to do an FSJ year before getting to Ausbildung, I would really strongly encourage you to learn it. Another reason as well is because during FSJ, there are these things called seminars, and those things are so much fun. Those things are so much fun. Oh my gosh. You get to travel, you get to learn new things, and with most FSJ Trägers or most FSJ organizations, they give you the opportunities to like go around the city, go around where you're living. So you also get the chance to know like the area more. You get to meet other people, which is a wonderful experience, like really I think I've said this in a lot of my videos. For me personally, seminars, like if I could repeat my FSJ year, seminars would be the reason why. Seminars would be the reason why. Like, they're so much fun. You get free food. You don't gotta cook. Like, I'm not joking. It's so... Anyways, I made videos, I made vlogs about my FSJ. So yeah, check them out. Look at some of the activities that we did and tell me if you want to skip that, okay? Another reason, like I said before, is to just better your German on a next... talking in German, yeah, when you're on the streets or when you are... Let me say this. Talking or communicating in German, yeah? Because you might be thinking, I speak good German. My German is really good, Maybe, okay, let me not mention that, but like, maybe you are communicating with people on the streets and people are saying, ja, du sprichst aber so gut Deutsch. Weißt du? Like, people are like, your German is so good. Oh my gosh. And you're thinking, my German is so good. I'm going to kill it in the Ausbildung. Trust me, there is a huge difference. Like, take it from me. There is a huge difference between communicating with people in German versus learning in German. Those are two completely different things. If there is anybody that can support me on this point, let me know down in the comment section. But honey, take an FSJ year if you can, and that means that doing FSJ, better your German as much as you can, and also try not to get too much carried away, like during the FSJ year. It's so much fun. I know you're not studying, you're not doing anything, but take that time really to just make sure that you bring your German as high as possible. Like, I don't know if you can get B1, B2 and stuff like that. It's okay. Yeah, because and also another thing is that it gives you a chance to save money. Doing an FSJ year before jumping into your Ausbildung gives you the opportunity to save money. For example, when you're doing an FSJ, you are not paying rent, or at least depending on the organization. I mean, I've made a whole video about this, so I'm not going to deep much into it. But for most FSJlers, you're not paying rent. And for some FSJlers, you're not even buying the food. But trust me, that changes the minute you begin to get over 1,000 euros in your account every month. It really changes. And of course, I feel like for most people, that element of 1,000 euros in your account every month is the reason why people, like, the minute somebody gets to German, they're already trying to get into an Ausbildung. They're already trying. My friend, calm down. Yo. But yeah, like I was saying, you're gonna start paying rent, even if you were staying like in the same, with some organizations. It doesn't matter if you were living in that same place doing your FSJ and you were paying €0. The minute you start doing Ausbildung, you're gonna start paying money for that place. Okay, and of course it depends on your location and stuff like that. You could be looking at the price range from something from around 300 to 500, depending on your organization. So that means from that 1,000, you're probably gonna be removing a big chunk just for the rent. So think again. But if you do FSJ, of course, you get the chance to save a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? So there are more things to consider before jumping into an Ausbildung besides just the money. I really do not understand why people want to rush. Like, so some people that do like the FSJ for like 6 months, 8 months, like, why are you breaking in the middle? You started it, just finish it, I remember somebody once shared with me and they said, hey, look, it really gives you a good picture. Like, it really paints a good picture on you. You finish your FSJ like the entire duration that it is meant for. Of course, don't get me wrong. Of course, you can do FSJ just for 6 months or 8 months, but it of course it goes on your record. Like, you did an FSJ just for 6 months, you did an FSJ just for 8 months. It doesn't really look too good. It's not really the best of. Doesn't really give a good picture, if I should say. Yeah, if you can, just make sure and try and the FSJ for its entire duration and complete it. You won't die. If anything, you will save money, you will improve your German, and you will get to know and get used to the things that you're supposed to do much better. Like, it is so advantageous to do an FSJ, and you get to have fun doing FSJ. It is so much advantageous to do an FSJ first before jumping to an Ausbildung. So yeah, that's my thought on that. I really would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think? I don't know. Share with me down in the comment section down below. I look forward to hearing what you guys think. You guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.